President Joe Biden released the second part of his student debt relief plan today. So we pulled up to Madison, Wisconsin to get some answers about what Plan B is all about.
The first swing you took at student debt forgiveness was struck down by the Supreme Court in June of last year. You're rolling out Plan B today. It's very exciting. And we expect that there might be some legal challenges down the road. What makes you more confident about this plan? And how can you assuage people's fears who are afraid of being let down again like they were last time?
Well, we never completely let them down. The Supreme Court said no. My Republican colleagues sued to say no. But there were two existing programs that weren't being run very well. And the last guy didn't pay attention to them at all. And one of them was the loan forgiveness for people who do public service. And so we've been able to forgive over 40 million. A lot of people have qualified. If you're a school teacher, firefighter, et cetera, and you've worked for 10 years, you've been paying your loan, at the end of 10 years, it's forgiven. That's number one. It's still going on. It's a major, major program. The second one is a program that you said that if you owe money, you only have to pay back 10% of your disposable income. That's after all your bills are paid. I have the authority and the Department of Education to lower that to 5%, which is saving millions of people and tens of thousands of people the opportunity to be able to pay back their loans and do it well. But in addition, I've also set up, what I'm announcing today in a moment, a number of programs that provide for example, if you make less than $30,000 a year, you don't have to pay any interest while you're only making that much money, and you can move toward debt forgiveness. The point is, we've already forgiven $156 billion in loans. We're going to forgive a lot more because it's economically smart as well.
Debt relief is a relief for millions of Americans. That's exactly what it is. But it doesn't get to the heart of a big issue going on in America, which is that college, the cost of it, is so unaffordable. Is this a step in the right direction, making college and higher education more accessible for all Americans?
Yes, but you know what I'm going to get done? I tried this first term. I'm going to get done the second term. Free community college. Free community college. You cut in half the cost of education, a 4-year degree, number one. Number two, it generates economic growth. When people have an opportunity to get out there and do what they want to do and grow businesses and grow their educational opportunities, it makes a gigantic difference. And so, but now you have a number of colleges around the country, the famous colleges, saying tuition is going to be $100,000 next year. Well, guess what? I've been able to provide for an additional $900 a year in Pell Grants. That helps people who are economically distressed to get to college, but it's not going to do that. So we're going to have to move very hard to make sure that we cut. And I can't say to a great university, I can't say to one of the great Ivy schools or the 20 best schools in America, et cetera, you can't charge that money. I can't do that. But I tell you what, we can cut it in half if we have free community college. By the way, it will grow the economy. Look, how can we be the best, how can we be the strongest country in the world without the best education system in the world? Can't do it. Can't do it. And people, anyway, I'm excited about it.